So our next speech is by, as he mentioned, Blockmate, or maybe not officially Blockmate. Okay, Blockmate. Jesus. And Jesus is also a fellow UBC member. I could say a lot more things too, but I feel like I'm just taking a space. So, Jesus, also Eliot Senior, you probably all know him. Giving a speech with an actual title. Thank you. Jesus.
Thanks, Peter, for organizing this, and for Willie for stealing my line and my speech title. Maybe we'll name your speech thank you as well. I'll keep it short and sweet because we all have finals and stuff to do, and I have like another 2 papers to write. So I'll go ahead and get started. I think I have an irrational fear of failing. Not the kind of failure that happens when you don't study for an exam or turn in a paper on time. That happens all too often. But the kind that happens when you feel like you've let people down. I'm afraid of feeling that I failed my parents, who put in decades of backbreaking hard work just to make sure I'm on the path of success. Oddly enough, these 2 fears meet in the middle. A place where success, as defined by my parents, includes getting good grades and obtaining a well-paying job after college. Unfortunately for them, or for me, that's actually yet to be determined. I've come to reconcile with the fact that neither one of those definitions of success encompass my experience here. I don't have the best grades, and I'll be teaching next year, so that's that. But I'll tell you why this has come to be the case. I spent my time here at Harvard constantly searching for ways to keep myself busy. As I reflect on my experience, every year doesn't seem very different. I find ways to balance 2 jobs around a class schedule, sign on to work on a show or 2 for the semester, and figure out how I can be useful around the house. Busy is actually the only way I know how to function. But these experiences are what have helped me grow, learn, and explore who I am at Harvard, but also who I am as my parents' child. Every couple of months, I am questioned about why I care so much about what I do outside the classroom versus actual work, or schoolwork, that is. I never really have a good response aside from the usual, I don't really care too much about that class, or the response that goes, class will help prepare me for the real work outside. I think that what it's come down to, however, is just the fact that I'm so driven by the opportunities that exist outside of Sieber Hall or Speeches. Most importantly, these opportunities have challenged me to either rise to the occasion or learn from my mistakes in ways that my classes haven't necessarily done. As I wrote this speech this afternoon, I could only reflect on the time as one of the lead event planners, along with Katya, for FED. And that's probably because I've done nothing else but eat, drink, and breathe Eliot for the last week. I've really come to appreciate my time as Helco Chair and as a FED planner because as someone who stays busy all the time and is always on the go, this experience has been very different from the rest. It's forced me to just slow down. This week has really opened my eyes to how much I have learned and grown during my time here. The most important value or skill that I've developed and that has been tested several times this week is patience, and that is for obvious reasons. But in all honesty, any Eliot House members in here, please get your house keys before that next year. This skill, however, is something that will be quite useful for me next year when I am teaching 10th graders. And to keep things short, I'll close with a few thank yous. I just want to say thank you to Harvard for replenishing my bank account on a weekly basis. Thank you, professors, for cutting me a little slack with the late assignments, or at the very least accepting my assignments. Thank you, friends and blockmates, for being nothing but supportive and caring about whatever mess I am putting myself into next. And thank you to all the Eliot House residents who have provided me with the opportunity to lead. In all honesty, I know most of you didn't want the position of Helco Chair in the first place, but I'll take it anyway. This journey has taught me that what I initially considered failures are experiences that have made my time here so meaningful. So thank you so much. Gloria Domus to Eliot.
Domus!